If you'd have said to me before the season, with Liverpool's transfer targets being Keita, Van Dijk, Salah, Robinson, you know, the targets were obviously out there in the public. If we'd have got all of them targets, I would have said arguably Liverpool will be challenging. But when we didn't get Van Dijk and when Keita decided to come next season, I think once the window shut, what we were left with, my expectations slightly lowered from challenging for the Premier League to being top four and maybe a cup final. And you know, at the minute, you know, it's been ups and downs. We've had our problems. Defensively, you know, it hasn't been good enough. Offensively, it's been absolutely fantastic on its day. You know, the results we've had, I think Arsenal probably is the standout result. The weekend, absolutely fantastic. But I think it's going to be one of them seasons, it's going to be feast or famine. You know, we either win 4-0 or we get beat 4-0. And I think until defensively we've addressed the problems by bringing in different personnel, new faces, maybe slightly tweaking the formation, which we did at the weekend, which was nice to see. It's going to be a topsy-turvy season, but at the minute, you know, we're very much in the hunt for one of the top four places.
What's your thoughts on Klopp? Because they seem to differ, don't they? Some people think he's the best, you know, best new thing, and other people think, hold on a minute, you've been found out already.
I think what Jurgen's done through his career is always managed the same way. You know, he's a very offensive coach. He likes to score lots of goals. He likes to attack. You know, he got Borussia Dortmund to the Champions League final playing that way. But what he did have over Liverpool was a better back five than what Liverpool have got now. He had at Dortmund, and that was probably his saving grace. I think another thing that he's come to learn in the Premier League is you can't go all out from day one in the Premier League. You know, every game is a challenge, a different challenge. There's no winter break, and I think last season, you know, flogged is probably the wrong word, but he went all out guns blazing, and we were brilliant up to the new year. And then confidence was knocked with a disappointing result, and another disappointing result, another disappointing, and then in January and February we fell away, and it was we just ran out of steam. And it was evident the squad wasn't big enough. So he learned a lesson, you know, in that respect as well, where he knew entering the new season he had to bolster the squad with the demands of obviously maybe getting Champions League football and cope with the cups and obviously all the league and the no break, and that's what he did. You know, we managed to crawl over the line, really get that Champions League position. But he learned from that, and he knew he needed a lot more numbers in. And we probably bring, you know, 3 or 4 players in. Obviously Solanke, Robertson, Salah, and he's brought a couple of kids through from the academy as well. So the squad's a lot thicker. The bench is a lot stronger. We've had a couple of injuries, which we hopefully will be getting back. He got over the Coutinho saga. So yeah, he's learned a lot, and I think, you know, he's in the process of learning even more with the problems he's got defensively, and I think he will address that. By no shadow of a doubt, he's the right manager for Liverpool.
The keepers get slated, you know, particularly Mignolet. When you played, obviously you had David James, whose nickname was Calamity.
Yeah.
Probably didn't deserve a lot of it because he used to make some fantastic saves, but he occasionally do a rickets. Do you see any similarities with the defence and playing with a keeper you might not have 100%?
I've said it numerous times this season. I feel the team I played in, Roy Evans' team, very expansive, brilliant on the eye, scored lots of goals. But our Achilles heel was obviously the defence. You know, we played a slightly different system. We played 3 at the back, wing backs, quite attacking midfield. We obviously had a keeper that, you know, probably you could question his concentration at times, and like you say, his decision making. I actually think you know, the thing with JMO, I always felt we had the ball that much, we had that much possession. All of a sudden they would get a corner, having not had the ball for a while, and he would feel he needed to do something instead of just saying to the back, you know, the defenders, go on, you clear it or you deal with it. Yeah, I'm all right here. He'd feel like he had to come. Maybe the cup final was a great example of that. Coventry at home was a great example of that. You know, we just didn't need to maybe make them decisions. And I always felt because he didn't have a great deal to do in the game, which in some ways is what we're seeing now. I do feel this team is left exposed, certainly the 2 centre-halves, by maybe the midfielders vacating a defensive duty when they should hold a little bit more. Klopp plays with full-backs bombed on. You know, they can be exposed down the flanks now and again, which means, you know, the centre-halves have to go out and address players on the wings where they're not comfortable. That leaves a space in the middle. If one of the midfielders then doesn't get into that hole, you know, you're leaving gaps everywhere, and, you know, that occurs now and again, but individual errors are just, you know, far too many from too many individuals. So I just think he changed the system at the weekend. We got a lot of joy out of it, and I think he would have learnt a lot from it.